Oh, hey there folks, elder law care attorney Patrick Kelleher coming to you from elderlawcare.com. Folks, today's question is, why is estate planning important? In this video, folks, I will teach you why estate planning is very important, especially for anyone who owns property and cares about the people they love the most. Hey folks, elder law care attorney Patrick Kelleher, author of The Four-Headed Monster. That's a metaphorical four-headed monster of estate planning and elder law. You can pick up a copy of the book, folks, on Amazon. Folks, why is estate planning important? Well, I'll tell you, folks, estate planning is extremely important, and I'll tell you several reasons why. Let's give you 4 reasons why estate planning is important. These are the 4 guys right here, folks. I always say to my clients, use the four-headed metaphorical beast as a formula, folks, when you're assessing and evaluating your own personal family circumstances. For example, will my property go off to probate court when I become disabled or die? Will the property go off to probate court when I become disabled or die? Well, folks, it all depends on how your property is titled. So if you have, general rule, if you have any property in your name individually, say your house is in your name, your bank account is in your name, your investment assets are in your name, and you do not have joint ownership with right of survivorship, or you do not have proper beneficiary designations, then the answer is yes. During a time of disability or a time of passing, your assets will go off to probate court. And then what does that mean, folks? Then that means your loved ones, your beneficiaries, maybe your spouse, maybe your children or other loved ones, typically will have to hire a probate attorney to help them navigate through the probate court process. I call that the stresses and messes of probate court and the economic and emotional headaches of probate court. Why, folks? Because probate court can cost as much as 5% in legal fees here in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. So what does that mean? $1 million estate going off to probate court for a couple of years with a law firm charging $300, $400, $500, $600 per hour over that 2-year period, that can really escalate that bill, and that bill can run up to $50,000 in some cases if there's a significant amount of work. And sometimes if there's litigation involved in extenuating circumstances, that bill could be even higher. So folks, that is the first reason to avoid probate court, and one of the first reasons to create an estate plan when you're alive and well. Do not wait till the 2-minute warning like my dear dad did when he ended up in a nursing home. And he wasn't prepared because he never thought he'd end up there. Great guy, but you got to look at the statistical data. 70% of people 70 and over will need some level of long-term care someday. And then, folks, the second reason, the tax man. Here in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, we have a state estate tax, and it's only set at $1 million. A CPA told me currently that if your estate is $1 over the $1 million threshold here in the Commonwealth, the estate tax is due within 9 months from the date of death, and it's about $18,000 owed to the taxing authority on the state estate tax. Guess what, folks? There's a federal estate tax as well. That's the second reason, folks, why estate planning is so important. Number 3, folks, show of hands. How many folks worked hard for what you have? I see the hands going up all over the world right now. A lot of our clients feel the same way. Hey, Patrick, we worked really hard for what we have. We want to pass on what we worked hard for our 3 children. However, Patrick, their names are Mo, Larry, and Curly. How do we give a gift to our Mo, Larry, and Curlys without them losing it during times of turmoil, such as lawsuits, divorces, automobile accidents, bankruptcies, maybe the in-laws turning into outlaws in a divorce situation? That's a third-headed monster, folks, and that's the third reason to do estate planning. I call this create asset protection within your trust-centered plan. We refer to it as family bloodline protection trust that you can ask your attorney to create in your trust-centered plan. So you're not given an outright distribution in the palm of hands to your Mo, Larry, and Curlys. You're giving them, folks, better than a gift. You're giving them what I refer to as a protected gift from those times of turmoil, folks. And that's to slay the third-headed beast. And the fourth reason, folks, to do estate planning is ask yourself this question. If either you or your spouse became completely incapacitated at some point in your lives, Look at the statistical data. 70% of people 70 and over will need some level of a long-term care someday. The rising cost of long-term care, folks, is staggering. In this area, nursing homes are as much as $15,000 per month, private pay, or in some cases as much as $18,000. I've been hearing reports from folks at our educational workshops report to us. So the question you want to ask, folks, if either you or your spouse became completely incapacitated, how would you pay for that $15,000 per month nursing home? What I can tell you this, folks, the average stay statistically in a nursing home is about 3 years, okay? So when you run that $15,000 per month over a 3-year period, do the math, folks. How much is that? $15,000 a month over 36 months, 3 years, is, I'll do the math for you, $540,000, folks. Show of hands at home. How many of you have $540,000 cash in your pocket? Not many people do. So really, really important, folks. If you want to protect, do the 3 Ps like I talk about in the book. If you want to protect and you want to preserve the equity in the home and you want to pass that down to your Mo, Larry, and Curly's or the people you love the most, the 3 Ps oftentimes give you the 4th P, which is peace of mind, the front side of that cloud, family harmony. So you're looking down at your loved ones someday when you're up there with Mother Teresa and you're looking down at your loved ones. They're all talking, they're all smiling, they're all getting along. There you have it, folks. 4 reasons to avoid the 4-headed monster and 4 reasons why estate planning is so very, very important. Elder law care attorney Patrick Kelleher, thank you for joining me. Folks, if you are in the process of putting your estate plan together, I strongly applaud you. Hooray, good for you. Give yourself a pat on the back and a golf clap. Folks, and if you haven't done it yet and you don't know where to go, I strongly recommend educate yourself. Pick up a copy of The 4-Headed Monster on Amazon. Inform yourself. Become that informed consumer so you know what type of plan you may need, what type of attorney you can work with, and even how much you may want to pay to put your estate plan in place. Folks, if you'd like to learn more, go to our elderlawcare.com website. If you like this information, please share it with other people that you think could benefit from it as well. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you next time at elderlawcare.com.